welcome to Stories and Scribes. I'm Jemima and I'm so glad to have you here. So, Stories and Scribes has been amazing. I'm telling you, reading these books has been awesome. It's what I love to do and it's amazing. You know, when you love to do something and you find joy in it and doing it, you know, and sharing it with others, it's for me, it's a privilege and it's totally amazing. I love that you can hear from me what I've learned and how it relates to sometimes my own life and how you can relate to it through the stories that I share through, you know, the books that I read. So today we are going to read another book from another author, Becky Wade. And this book is called Love in the Detail. So it's a book about weddings, and you know how, I don't know about you, but I get sentimental when I go to weddings. You know, when they're saying the vows. You know, when you look at all the preparation, especially if you've been married, you know, you can relate to, oh, this is it. You can identify people's body language in weddings. And you know, when they begin to say the vows, how you begin to go back to the times when you said the vows, or if you just totally love weddings, how the vows make so much sense and so much meaning, the gravity of the commitments, the ashwebi, you know, how people dance, there's so much joy in the air. And you know, sometimes you get to meet friends. So weddings are amazing. And sometimes it also reminds me of what Jesus is actually doing for me, for me and for the church. That's what he's doing. He's preparing us so that when he comes to take us as a bride, it will be a glorious and a wonderful time. So, Love in the Detail is by Becky Wade, and it has been a very wonderful novella. And novellas they're short stories that are longer and they're not novels like. So it's not a very long read. Something that, you know, when you just want to relax and feel cool about yourself, something you just read, quick. Love the characters, love the stories, love the love, and, you know, just enjoy it. Okay, so we are going to the synopsis. She left him to save his future, but they never got over each other. When Josh returned to his hometown in Texas to help his best friend get married, he didn't intend to run into church wedding coordinator and ex-girlfriend Holly. He can't help to pine after the girl he never got over. Holly broke up with Josh years ago, in an attempt to ensure his future success, but she loved him then and still loves him now. As she helps him plan his best friend's wedding, she can't help but feel the horrible for the pain she had caused him. And even though she longs to be with Josh, she doesn't feel worthy of his big-time lifestyle when she's more comfortable in her small-town world. Will Josh and Holly be able to keep things as they are when their true feelings threatens to surface at every turn? So I'm sure you generally have gotten the gist, yeah. You know, so they went like high school, fell in love, and he got a scholarship to go to MIT. But you know, this kind, somebody that has believed in you, somebody that has just looked at you and just loved you for who you were, quirky, nerdy, but just took into you. And you know, so Josh and Holly like fell deeply in love. So it was so bad that if Holly had told Josh that, this MIT are going to, let's be together, or Josh really wanted to be together and they came together, he would have lost his scholarship, he wouldn't have gone to MIT, he wouldn't have been the big shot he is now, and he is a millionaire. And, you know, it should have, so Holly's mom, Josh's mom begged Holly that she should break up with him now because he was threatening to come back home, damn the scholarship and all of that, so that, you know, he can go on with his life and fulfill the dream. She was a single mom. She didn't have the money to enroll him into another university if he had, you know, dropped out of MIT and all of that. And it really broke Josh. And you know that when you're heartbroken, two things happen. You are either propelled to continue to do things more, or you just give up on life. And you know, that breakup really propelled Josh to become who he was today, a great entrepreneur, and he had his office in Paris. So Josh came back to the hometown, and here was Holly. She was a budding author, and she was writing a few books. And, so she was in that phase of writer's block where, you just can't get anything out, that kind of thing. So Josh and Holly meeting in the same town, and, since she was the wedding coordinator of her church, and Josh's friend was going to marry in the church, so she had to coordinate. And since Josh was the best man, they had to, work together somehow to be able to make the wedding work. And Josh found every opportunity to be with her. I know that in the beginning, he didn't want to have anything to do with Holly. But, it is now something we always drag you guys together, And, in all of this, she had to learn to trust God, to make sure that she wasn't a failure. To make sure that, even though she was a budding author, she had to believe so much in herself to continue to do what she wanted to do. Now, Josh was a millionaire, but thank God that he still loved God. Thank God that he still had the connection with God. Yes, he struggled. How would somebody love you so much and yet dump you and all of that? He struggled with that part of his life, but he was able to get over it and trust that God had a plan for him. Holly too. And even over the years, like 8 years they were apart, Holly never seriously dated anyone, because she was focused on her career. She had to move her. She had to grow up, as it were. And she wasn't like others that left the town. So she had to build herself homegrown, as it were. So she was like a homegrown author, as it were. So for me, it was a good novella. It was a good feel good. You read it and you just laugh, like these Holly Hallmark books, yeah. Read it and laugh. But one thing I learned it: always be yourself, always love who you are, and always trust God that the next steps of your life are in His hands. You don't have to figure it all out at once. Just a step at a time, a day at a time, and you just marvel at the wonders of God. At the end of it, true love always wins, like I say. And Holly and Josh came together. Yeah, they had to go through, you broke my heart, you didn't do this. And when she had to explain all of the things that, she went through or why she had to do it, he finally understood and finally forgave her. And like I say, love won. So get to read it and enjoy. Bye.